Yo, it's Taichi here with the Bleach 518 chapter review. The chapter was titled The Shooting Star Project Zero Mix. And this is my first review for Bleach, so go with me here. Honestly, I forgot this chapter was going to be released today, so I was pretty pumped to see it was released, that it was out. I was happy. I'm going to do a quick summary, then my thoughts on the chapter, and maybe some predictions about what's to come. So the chapter opens up with Urahara informing Ichigo about the situation in Hueco right now. And Ichigo gets to talk to Orihime and Chad. You know, they tell him some, reassuring stuff. And to Ichigo's surprise, he hears a familiar voice in the back, and Orihime, Chad, and Urahara try to push the guy away, to get him off screen. And we all know it's Grimjaw, but Ichigo's like asking Urahara, "Hey, why is he here? He's a threat. Stay away from this guy." And Urahara tells Ichigo that, "Hey, we made an arrangement. He's harmless now. He's harmless. Everything's cool." So then Urahara enforces to Ichigo that, "Hey, do your own thing now. Fight for what you believe in, and don't listen to anybody else. Just do what you gotta do." And and after the transmission, Ichigo asks the Zero Squad guy, he asks Osho, "Can my Zanpakuto, Tensa Zangetsu, can it be, fixed? Can it be like repaired when you get to Spirit Palace?" And Osho informs Ichigo that it cannot, but we have a Reijutsu that could restore it to like like the state or a similar state to what it was in originally. And Osho takes Ichigo to Kukaku for because that's how they're actually going to enter the Spirit Palace, and that's actually surprising to Ichigo because that's how they entered. That's how he entered, the Seirei to begin with. But yeah, Ichigo asks Kukaku, "Hey, where's Ganju?" And she carelessly says that she turned him into a statue because he's kind of like worthless anyway. Uh, so Ichigo and Osho, like they get into the thing they get into to go to the Spirit Palace, and completely blast off. And once Ichigo and Osho are gone, we see Kukaku talking to Ganju, and apparently she tells Ganju that, "Hey, go back training and everything," and she kind of scolds Ganju about hey about his performance, and we see Ganju along with Tsukishima, Genjo, and Giriko, walking off, and to end the chapter, we see Ichigo entering the Spirit Palace, and pretty much it cuts off there. Uh, my thoughts on the chapter, even though it doesn't seem like it, a lot happened. A good amount of information was given. I mean, you got a few surprising guests. I guess you could say it's surprising, but you know, if you're me, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit surprising. Uh, I'm surprised to see Grimjo. Grimjo, I'm sure we all knew it. It was him that basically saved Urahara and everybody in Huecamundo. So yeah, it's been confirmed that it's Grimjow. Yeah, it's Grimjow on this, and the fact that, well, I found it funny that Urahara used Cone. He completely used Cone as a transmission device, and we don't know how he did it because Urahara was sneaky since Cone has been with Mayuri the whole time. And well, we didn't get to see much of the other Zero Squad members at all. I mean, it's like they kind of disappeared they kind of disappeared like the rest of the chapter. It seemed like only Ichigo and Osho actually, left together, but everybody else kind of disappeared. Um, I don't know. I was, it kind of hit kind of hard when Urahara said to Ichigo, "Hey, do your own thing. It's all you," stuff like that. Meaning that, yeah, well, Urahara knows that Ichigo's gonna have to make a hard decision. Considering the fact that he has some Quincy heritage, in his family with the Shinigami heritage. So he's gonna have to end up making that decision no matter what about the situation. Because basically he could be fighting family on this one. He could be fighting family. And let's see, it was nice to see Kukaku and Ganju. I mean, I haven't seen them for a while. Haven't seen them for like a while at all, but it was great. It was great. I liked it. Uh, the big part of this was just the Fullbringers. No one suspected that Genjo, Tsukishima, and Giriko, that when in fact they died, they actually went to Soul. They actually went to Soul Society. I mean, people surprised that you know most of them just didn't go to hell or something like that. But hey, it's Bleach. It's Bleach. Kubo does his own thing. You know, Kubo. It's gonna have them play a. He'll have them play a role in this, kind of like how the Arts maybe played, a good role in the battle with Aizen. Maybe, possibly, it's Kubo. Come on. Uh, I like the chapter. It was solid. Uh, it was basically what I expected for this chapter. I mean, things are going slightly a little bit faster with this chapter. I thought, maybe it would hold off a little bit with the whole going to the Spirit Palace for maybe about a chapter or two, that there'll be a lot of stuff in between that's happening. But no, everything is picking up pretty quickly, so we might get more information on like the Soul King in the next chapter, hopefully. As in for predictions now. Uh, let's say Ichigo's Zanpakuto may get either a new transformation, may not, given to what Osho said. Uh, we know the Fullbringers are going to make another appearance, and Ichigo is gonna be so confused about that, especially with Genjo, and he may have a problem with Tsukishima and everything else, and like the other characters. So that means the rest of the Fullbringers may make a comeback, like Jackie and and the other ones too. Um, I don't know, Grimjaw. Grim, this will be interesting with Grimjaw because he's going to do something. He's going to join this fight. It'll be nice seeing him and Ichigo fight side by side. So I know that's going to be coming. I'm pretty sure that's going to become a lot later in the series though, because Grimjaw will just save the moment. When Ichigo is going to be down. When Ichigo is getting beat, Grimjaw's just going to come in and say something, unless the fact they go back to Hueco Mundo later in the chapter, like later during this arc, and they have to go back to Hueco Mundo. So I see this arc taking place in many different areas on this, and like in this. Uh, that's pretty much all my predictions. Everything's gonna be cool with this. Uh, that's yeah. I can't wait for the next chapter. That's gonna be good. Hopefully, we get to see like Ishida on this. That would be great. That would be great because I want to know what he's doing and how he'll take this. Uh, quick shout out to Kaido Kid, definitely Phone for Neverworld and Bankai for for their reviews and give me the inspiration to get on this. I mean, I look up to them. The fellow Bleach fans too. So I'll see you guys next week. Hey, enjoy this chapter. Read it. Hey, read it. Support. support Kubo and all the guys that bring out Bleach. Buy some merch, people. All right, later.